Hey, what's up? Welcome to Shadle's Table. My name is Josh Shadle. If you don't know, I've been a body worker for almost 2 decades at this point of this video. Today, I'm going to be showing you some end range stretching, or I guess you could call it end range strength. Basically, we're trying to contract our muscles in our most flexible position. So the muscle that we are stretching, we're trying to contract that. But when we are getting injured or doing things in the gym, or for me personally, I'm trying to break my high school sprinting records at 39 years old, I'm taking my muscles through end ranges under force, right? If I'm in a full sprint, I'm using a lot of range of motion under a lot of force, and things go wrong, and they have gone wrong. I've torn some muscles, and so I'm learning the hard way. I need to train these muscles and stretch them, but contract them when I'm stretching them. So today I'm going to show you a great series for your low back and your hips. We're going to start with our feet, okay? What I want to try to do is, and I'm sorry if some of you can't do this, if some of these are a little bit too hard for you, let me know in the comments below and maybe I can make some other videos for you. We want to stretch our toes, okay? Not just our calves, we want to stretch our toes. So what I'm going to try to do is slowly sit down on my heels. Now I'm using my toes. I'm stretching my toes. If this is too much, maybe you could kind of use your hands to do something like this. You could try, I think they call it like an elephant walk or something. You could stretch your toes like this. But my hope is to just extend the toes back, right? I'm stretching my flexors, the bottom of my feet, and I'm sitting down on my heels. Now while I'm sitting down on my heels, I am pressing my toes down into the floor, right? So I'm almost like pushing my butt away, trying to push myself up, right? I'm not just passively stretching. I'm contracting those muscles, and then when it gets to be too much, I'm gonna just take a break. I'm gonna do a couple sets of those. I'm not gonna give you like sets and reps and times and things like this because I think stretching is kind of personal. I find doing mobility and stretching and self-massage as a way to put myself in my body and less in my mind. When I'm in my head too much, that's when I'm kind of like overthinking things, feeling anxiety. I like to talk about these things on my channel because I'm somebody who's struggled a lot with these things, and I'm practicing these things daily. And I think you learn things by doing, right? You can go on YouTube and watch videos, and you can read things on the internet, and I could call this type of stretch some kind of acronym of the 100 million different acronyms that are out there. But listen, like if you just start doing this stuff, you're going to start realizing a lot of things about yourself. And one thing I can tell you is you're going to get better at it, and you're going to realize that you can take control of your body. So I'm going to move up to stretching my calves. If we improve our ankle mobility, we'll be able to have the ability to squat down. If we don't have ankle mobility, we're just going to fold forward. So if you have low back pain or hip pain, there's a good chance that your calves and your feet are too tight. So you need to open up your feet and your ankles. I made another video on my channel about this before. So let's stretch our calves. So we can do some calf stretches here like this, right? So I'm pushing my heel down, and I'm trying to do a calf raise. So I'm trying to find the end range. I'm feeling a lot of tension there. This is about as far as I can go. So what I want to try to do is basically do some light contractions or do a light hold at the end. A light hold is called an isometric contraction. So I'm just contracting my calf in a stretched position. You could do this for 10 or 20 seconds on, 10 or 20 seconds off. You could pulse it. You could hold for a minute, 90 seconds. If you're new to this, less is more. You could push up against the wall and stretch your calf, just like your PE coach told you to do in middle school. The next thing I'd like to do is do a couch stretch. Put our foot on the wall. I like to have something under my knee, give it a little bit more cushion. And what I want to try to do is I'm trying to find the end range, okay? So some of you might have a hard time getting in this position. If that's the case, the more open you can make your knee angle. So bring this away. Now there's greater distance between my calf and my hamstring. This is going to be a little bit easier on me. I am pushing my foot back into the wall, right? I'm kicking back, and that's engaging these hip flexors. So again, I'm trying to contract these hip flexors in a stretched position. I want to work my way so I can get closer. Again, kicking, and I'm holding this position. Probably would suggest wearing shoes. It's kind of like painful on my foot. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to arch my low back. I want to chuck the pelvis so that I'm getting more of a stretch here while I'm kicking into the wall, right? It's not a passive stretch. I'm trying to contract this muscle because I want to train the fascia and the tendons. I want to train them under load, light load, right? It's not like I'm lifting weights or I'm running at full speed. I'm trying to train this tissue under a light load. Again, hold this for 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, 90 seconds. If you're new to this, I would start lower. I'm not giving you a protocol because this is just for you to just kind of explore your own body and learn what works, and just try to start doing some of this stuff every day, every other day. Make new patterns, right? Get out of the old patterns, develop new patterns. That's pretty much it. So we worked on our toes, we worked on our calves, and we're working on our hips. If we can improve our ankle mobility and our hip mobility, our hips and our low back is going to start feeling way better. And this is something that you can just do on your own. You can do it every day. Let me know if you have any questions below. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.